Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Monday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. I'm almost out of coffee. This is the third time I've tried this video. I can't read today. I just blah, blah, blah. But I want to get through my A to Z's. This is the A's part 2. And it just worked out that I've got exactly 20 left to show you. I'm going to try and do these 20 at a time. Not every video, because I've got three other ideas that I wanted to do today. But I chose this one because it's been a couple of days since I've shown part 1. So, thank you, everyone. Love you all. And let's get started. Great British, fun band to listen to. This is Any Trouble. This is a British pop, rock, post-punk, new wave band, whatever you want to call these guys, from Crow, England. This is their debut album, 1980 release. Where Are All the Nice Girls, it's called. You got Clive Gregson on lead vocals and guitars and keyboards. He was ranked in, is it something, Greg Larkin, I think, the 1,000 guitarists of all time. He was in that list, which is pretty decent. Chris Parks on guitar, Phil Barnes on bass, and Mel Harley on drums. It's on the Stiff Records label from Canada. And fun album to listen to. Next is a Welsh band called The Alarm. This is their album Strength. The Alarm, Welsh band, formed in 1981. Initially, they were a punk rock band called The Toilets. I'm so glad they changed their name to The Alarm. Not a fun name to call themselves. They're kind of an alt-rock, new wave band. This is their second album, 1985 release, Strength. Really good. You got Mike Peters on vocals, David Sharp on guitars, Eddie McDonald on bass, and Nigel Twist on drums on this one. Everyone knows this band. This is The Animals. Okay, this is a reunion album. This is Before We Were So Rudely Interrupted. I believe 1977 album. That's the band there. Okay, of course, the originally formed and including Eric Burdon, the amazing vocalist Eric Burdon. Yeah, these guys are so good. You got Eric Burdon on vocals, Alan Price on keyboards, Hilton Valentine on guitars, Chaz Chandler on bass, and John Steele on drums. Great reunion album. Then I have a German pressing of this one, House of the Rising Sun by The Animals. Okay, you've got I'm Crying, House of the Rising Sun, Boom Boom, John Lee Hooker track, I'm Mad Again, another Hooker track, Bring It On Home to Me, We Gotta Get Out of This Place, one of my favorites, Story of Bo Diddley, How You've Changed, Big Lights, Big City, or Bright Lights, Big City, there I go again, Roadrunner, Worried Life Blues, and It's My Life. Love that cover as well. Then I've got a Greatest Hits album. This is 1974 compilation album. Eric Burdon and the Animals, the Greatest Hits of. You got River Deep Mountain High, San Francisco Nights, Year of the Guru, Anything, Monterey, White Houses, Winds of Change, To Love Somebody, and Sky Pilot. On this. This one's on the Polydor label. Really good stuff. Next is an amazing Southern rock band. We all know these guys. This is the Allman Brothers. This is Eat a Peach. Double part live, part studio album. Of course, the Allman Brothers from Jacksonville, Florida. 1972 release. This is a great double album. Their third album, and also the last to feature Duane Allman, unfortunately, the amazing slide guitarist Duane Allman. One of my favorites, Brothers and Sisters. This is a remaster on Capricorn Records. Brothers and Sisters, 1973 release. This is the last to feature bassist Barry Oakley. he really struggled with the death of Duane Allman, and he got into heavy drugs and alcohol. He was killed in a motorcycle accident. So it'll be the last to feature that amazing artist on this one. Then I have this one here. This is Enlightened Rogues. Enlightened Rogues 1979 release, their 6th studio album. You got Gregg Allman, Dickie Betts, Johanny Johansson, that's a mouthful, Butch Trucks, Dangerous Dan Toller, and David Rook Goldflies. It's on Polygram. Beginnings, featuring the first 2 albums of these guys. Okay, it's a great, almost looks like a live album. It's a live photo, but it's actually 2 studio albums. And it's on the Atco label, that yellow Atco label. 1973 release. So it's a reissue of the Allman Brothers Band and Edelweiss South on that one. And finally, this is a kind of a recent pickup. This is Reach for the Sky, Allman Brothers Band. Kind of a hokey photo on the front, but a great photo of the band at the back. 1980 release, their 7th album. Cool stuff. Then I got Gregg Allman's debut, Lay Back. 1973 release, his first solo album. It's on the Capricorn Records label again. Kind of a cool photo at the back. This was ranked pretty good. This is a lot of great reviews on this one. Kind of just a continuation of the Allman Brothers. He does a version of what is it here? Midnight Rider. He does a version of that one. Queen of Hearts, Please Call Home, Don't Mess Up a Good Thing. And then you've got on side 2, These Days, Multicolored Lady, All My Friends, and Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Of course, his amazing vocals as well. So happy to have that in my collection. This is a cool one. I think this was given to me in a big box of albums. This is Eric Ambel and Roscoe's Gang. This one I kind of set aside for a while. I didn't really get into it, but then once I started listening to it, it's a really, really good album. He's an amazing artist. This is on the Enigma label. He's played with a bunch of guys and people. American guitarist. He's worked with Naz Lofgren, of course, from working with the E Street Band. Steve Earle, Joan Jett. This is 1988 release, Roscoe's Gang. It's a cool album. And I've got a bunch of his Naz Lofgren's solo stuff as well. I never know how to pronounce his last name, but this is a great album. Carmine Appice, cool American drummer. It's on the Epic label. This is his debut album. Great drummer. He was a drummer for Vanilla Fudge. Beck, Bogart, and Appice, which I have this amazing live album from. Also Rod Stewart. He's Vinny Appice's older brother. This is 1981 Rockers. Okay. Great album as well. There's a cool photo in there. Then we're going into some soft rock, pop rock, Ambrosia. It's on the 20th Century label. Great band. It's just a lot of fun listening to these guys. This is 1975 debut. LA rock band formed in 1970. This is Holding On to Yesterday, the big hit on this one from Ambrosia. Then I've got Life Beyond LA from Ambrosia as well. Life Beyond LA is the third album, 1978 release. Big hit, How Much I Feel. Yeah. So that cover. And this is on the Warner Brothers label. Cool band to listen to every once in a while. Ambrosia. I've got next. I've got a huge box set of these guys. This is the Atlanta Rhythm section. This is Champagne Jam. Big hit, of course, with the sticker Imaginary Lover on this one. The 1970, these guys were formed, and we got soft rock, southern rock, kind of progressive rock as well, and big hit on this one, Imaginary Lover. You got Dean Daughtry on keyboards, Robert Nix on drums and backing vocals, Paul Goddard on bass, Barry Bailey on lead guitar, Ronnie Hammond on lead and backing vocals, and J.R. Cobb on rhythm guitar on this one. But yeah, I love that box set as well. I'm surprised I still have that album, but I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Big supergroup Asia. Of course, their huge debut album. I don't listen to this one much anymore. It's kind of a one and done. You heard it. I should have included in the albums that I don't listen to anymore. But supergroup. This is a Canadian pressing as well. Of course, you've got John Wetton, ex-King Crimson, Uriah Heep, and UK band member, Steve Howe from Yes, Jeff Downs from Yes, and Carl Palmer from ELP, Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Heat of the Moment on this one, Only Time Will Tell, Soul Survivor, Wildest Dreams. Yeah. Awesome debut, but I don't play it much anymore. As well as their second album, Alpha. I hardly play this one either. This is on the Geffen label. Still a decent album, but Alpha is a 1983 release. You got Don't Cry, The Smiles Left Your Eyes, The Heat Goes On. Again, decent album, but same lineup as before. John Wetton does all the vocals. Great vocalist as well. Asia and Alpha. It's a cool album. This was another one that was given to me. And you got Leon Russell and Mark Beno. This is the Asylum Choir 2. This is on the... what label is this? This is on the Shelter label. You don't hear that much, but this combination of blues rock and boogie rock on this one, really good. 1969 release. This is part 2 of I don't have the first one. I need to get the first one, but Mark Beno's got a cool voice, and of course Leon Russell's amazing pianist, keyboardist, but awesome stuff. And finally, Jan Ackerman live. This is an amazing album. I was playing it this morning while I was making all my notes. He was a Dutch guitarist, or he is a Dutch guitarist, who was with the band Focus. And I'm kind of glad he went solo. I love Focus. I've got a bunch of stuff from Focus. But this is a combination of jazz fusion and rock, and he is a remarkable guitarist. Super fast, and it's really, really good. You got Transitory, Sky Dancer, Pavine, Crackers, Tommy, Azimuth, and all instrumental, of course, but remarkable jazz fusion, rock, blistering solos. Really, really good stuff. It's on the Atlantic label, and happy to have this in my collection. I need to listen to it more. There you have it, guys. There's part 2 of the A's. Join me soon for part 1 of the B's coming up. B's are going to take a few, but I've got quite a few B's. But we'll keep on going. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.